Welcome inside Palm Springs Stadium and welcome to Power Playoff Baseball. It's the championship series here for the CPCL between your Palm Springs Power and the Inland Valley Bucs. I'm Zach Reynolds on the call tonight alongside my good friend Austin Stokes. Austin, it's pretty simple. It's a three-game series, best of three. You win tonight, you just need one tomorrow.
Yeah, if they can get the job done tonight, they'll be able to close it out tomorrow, only needing one of the games on the road. And with Seth Maddox on the mound and the lineup that we're running out tonight, I have no doubt that we'll be able to close the door at home this season. Zach, it's been a fantastic summer. I've enjoyed getting to watch this Palm Springs Power team play baseball. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to see them win a playoff game.
Absolutely. I mean, finish the regular season 28-1, a historic season. That word can get thrown out there a lot and be a moot point, but that cannot be held lightly. This is absolutely a historic season, and what better way to finish it off than with a championship, and that all starts here tonight. Got to win the first game. You know, got to win one to win two and to win that championship, and why not do it in front of your home fans here at Palm Springs Stadium. Absolutely pumped for this matchup here. Leading off, it's going to be Nico Santamaria for the Inland Valley Bucs as they look for a major upset here against the Power. And as you mentioned, Seth Maddox on the bump, the ace all summer long. Has his sign from Seth Maddox. Kicks and deals were underway. Santamaria bunts it down the third base line, but foul, 0-1.
Good way to start this one off for Seth Maddox, attacking the plate early. Santamaria deciding to go with the bunt to get things started. 0-1 count, a good way for him to get things going.
Maddox ready for the 0-1, fires home. That one's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Maddox a 1.45 ERA this summer in 31 innings. He has been elite.
Yeah, elite is definitely the right word. I'm excited to see that slider again. Definitely been one of my favorite pitchers to watch so far this season.
1-1 misses way outside as well, so Santamaria ahead now, 2 balls, 1 strike. Santamaria batting from the left side, the 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. And Maddox evens it up at 2-2.
Maddox fighting his way back even in the count, looking for one more good pitch to get his team some momentum early on.
That one just missed outside. Santamaria started off right. It was able to hold up. Call went his way. So first batter of the game, and it's a full count. Maybe a story of how this one will go, a battle to the end. 3-2 payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Maddox got Santamaria one down in the championship series.
That's a good way to start off the championship series. The Palm Springs Power looking to take this first game, and a strikeout will definitely help build the momentum moving into the game. Got him into a full count. Let's see if he can get another strikeout. A 1-2-3 inning would definitely set the tone for the offense.
Maddox, no stranger to strikeouts. That's number 42 on this summer season as C.J. Maciel steps up to the dish. First pitch, a breaking ball, left inside, 1-0.
Last night, a bullpen game for the Power. I'm interested to see if they go back to that tactic, not allowing their arms to get too tired. But with this being the championship series, it wouldn't surprise me if Maddox goes 5 or 6.
I think that's kind of what we become accustomed to see with Maddox, at least 5. Like to get that out of him again. He's down 2-0 here to Maciel. He battled back against Santamaria. See if he can do the same here. The 2-0 pitch. A strike makes it 2-1.
A lot of good control through his motion with that pitch. What he's doing is he's really putting a lot of pressure probably on that inside index finger to allow for more rotation, and you saw the late break.
That one came out of his hand a bit early there, ends up behind Maciel, so it's going to be a 3-1 count. The hitter Maciel in the driver's seat here. He's the shortstop for Inland Valley today. See if Maddox can make the adjustment here. Gets his sign from ball. 3-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Run it full.
You can see that between pitches there, got some dirt on the fingers, looking to kind of dry the hand out, make it a little more coarse, allow yourself to get a bigger grip on it.
3-2 payoff pitch. Ring him up on the outside corner. Two batters have gone to full counts, and Maddox has ended up winning the battle on both of them so far. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Maddox, and that is pretty much classic Seth Maddox, what we've come to see this summer. See what he can do against the big first baseman, Charlie Manning here. Tall left-handed swinger. First pitch to him, he scores the bunt, didn't expect that, and it's going to be foul down the third base line, 0-1.
They're looking to play station to station tonight. The first batter of the game tried to square and bunt. Santa Maria got his down early, unable to get it in play. That shows that what Maddox is throwing has a lot of late drop on it. And now Manning's going to head back and try it again. Playing station to station is a good idea against a power team like this. They capitalize on those plays right up the middle. We have a bunch of ground ball pitchers in the rotation, so they're going to look to combat that. A good strategy from them early on. If they can keep that up and make it successful, it'll be trouble for this power defense.
The 0-1 now, Manning not scoring the bunt, swings and misses. He's quickly down 0-2.
Looking to get a quick and efficient inning is Seth Maddox. One good pitch could get the bats up quick.
Maddox ready. The 0-2 to Manning. Just a little up high. Make it 1-2. Good pitch there. Just barely missed his spot.
Bryant Ball behind the plate tonight. Nick Poss giving him a couple of days off, but he did get on the mound a little last night. Definitely impressed us.
1-2 lined up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Charlie Manning. And the Bucs, a 2-out base runner here in the top of the first. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Dylan Schumacher, usually a catcher for them, but he's playing the hot corner today. He's got the arm to do that, obviously, as a catcher. See what he can do at the plate here.
A 2-out base runner is a big way to come back after your first 2 outs are recorded via the punchy. Going to need to build some momentum here with 2 gone.
First pitch outside, 1-0 to Schumacher. Manning leads off first. He's held on by Michael Groves, the UNC Asheville first baseman. The 1-0 to Schumacher. This one's hit towards second. DT, Dalton Thomas flips to second for the short way to Abrams. And the Power get out of the first inning. No damage done by that 2-out base hit. The Power try to get something going offensively when we come back.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. Zach Reynolds, Austin Stokes here with you now. The bottom of the first, and the Power about to have their first opportunity to get something going offensively after a scoreless inning from Seth Maddox in the top half. We'll be facing off against Sanoki here for the Bucs. Faced the Bucs plenty of times this year. I do not believe they have faced off against Sanoki this season, so a new arm that they're going to have to try to deal with here.
Yeah, we'll see how they adjust. I mean, they've hit the Bucs pitching pretty well so far this season. A big, 6-0 victory over them on the road a couple days ago, last Thursday. So if they can continue to maintain that success and find the pitching early, get on the board early like we did last night, then I think they'll be able to maintain a lead and get that game one victory that'll set the momentum going into tomorrow. If you win tonight, then all you need is one win tomorrow. That'll be tough for the Bucs to shut the power out twice.
Cole Abrams to lead off the shortstop. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Like the aggressiveness there, just couldn't make contact. Abrams been terrific defensively at shortstop and pretty good with the bat in his hands as well as the leadoff hitter. Pause in the delivery. Now here it comes, the 0-1. This one popped up behind the press box quickly, 0-2 to the UNC Asheville shortstop, Cole Abrams. Abrams, Mejia, and Blythe due up here in the first inning. 0-2 pitch coming from Sanoki. That one's outside. Abrams now back into the count a little bit. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cole Abrams being really aggressive early on. I really like the approach from this power hitter. Let's see if that continues.
1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Abrams down on strikes to start the Power's offensive night.
While he did strike out there, I mean, like I said, he was being aggressive, swinging at the first pitch. That's not something you see Cole Abrams do a lot. So definitely an approach that was maybe pre-organized by Coach Dill. They're looking to get on the board first and get base runners moving around early.
Here comes Jacob Mejia, who has some power numbers. Really hits the ball hard. See if he's aggressive as well. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Good to be aggressive, but if you get a pitch outside like that, also good to stay within yourself and not chase it. The 1-0 to Mejia, swing and a miss. 1-1 now.
A major league hack at that outside fastball had him guessing the whole way, but still a 1-1 count for him, so time to come back and win the battle.
So an even 1-1 count for the outfielder and sometimes first baseman Mejia. Pitch to him is outside. He's ahead again, 2 balls, 1 strike. Mejia in left field today. Hitter's count here. Let's see what he can do against Sanoki. Sanoki gets his sign from his catcher, McEvoy. The 2-1 pitch. And there for a strike, and it's even again, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A good backdoor breaking ball right there. Breaking late, finding that back half of the zone right at the tail end of the pitch. Just before it crossed home plate, breaking into the zone.
2-2 to Mejia. Inside and low. He's worked himself a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just trying to get on base any way he can. He'll take a walk. Obviously, he'll take a hit as well. Noah Blythe on deck. Three-two payoff pitch. Fouled out of play. Good battle here.
Yeah, he's worked himself into a good hitter's count. He loaded it up after the first couple pitches were really good from Sanoki. Even the second one really had Mejia guessing.
Another 3-2 payoff pitch here, and that one, a breaking ball that's outside and up. Mejia works his walk. He's on with just 1 out for the heart of the Power lineup with Noah Blythe.
Blythe has been really successful at the plate for him so far this season. Definitely been one of their more clutch bats, going a little cold here in the past couple games. I've noticed he's moved himself back in the box a little bit, now standing right in about the middle. In the earlier season, we definitely saw him crowding.
That pitch inside, but he offered at it, so it's 0-1.
Saw him crowding in on the plate, looking. He did draw a lot of hit by pitches, now moving back into the box, giving himself a better chance to get the barrel on an inside pitch. Good idea by him. It'll even open up your outside of the strike zone.
The 0-1 from Sanoki. This one lined in left center field. That one, a good shot hit deep. That one's going back, and it will be caught by the center fielder. That is Sobieski out there. Blythe gave that one a ride but good play and a good route for out number 2.
Definitely thought off the bat that one had a chance at going all the way. A good hit from him, made good contact. Can't be upset about that one. Really got all into it. Just a couple feet shy of finding the Barristo Road out behind the ballpark.
Yep, Emmanuel Dean now with 2 outs and a runner on. That's Mejia at first, who worked a walk. First pitch to Dean. Breaking ball inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Dean has somewhat quietly had a really, really good season. Second on the team right now in OPS entering today. 1-0 is low. So he's ahead in the count now. 2 balls, no strikes.
Sunoki a lot less effective out of the stretch. Typically the reason for that is because he's not giving himself enough time to get into the windup.
This one fouled off of Dean. So that'll be a foul ball and strike 1. Give him a minute to walk around and shake that one off.
Looks like he took that one on the back thigh. Definitely doesn't feel good, so he's going to need to take a minute to regather, take a deep breath, and step back in the box, ready to battle. Good hitters count for him. He's in the driver's seat, 2-1. However, there are 2 out, so he's going to need to make something happen to get some runners moving.
Sunoki looks in to McAvoy. Has his sign, checks Mejia at first. Long pause. The 2-1 to Dean. Low, 3 balls, 1 strike. Big hitters count here for Emmanuel Dean, who had a triple in the first inning yesterday. Has good power and speed combination. Good eye at the plate, too. He's got 10 walks on the year. Only joined the team about halfway through the season. 3-1 pitch to him. Swings. Line drive. This one hit deep into left field. That one's back, and it's going to get off the wall. 1 hopper from the warning track. They're going to send Mejia around, and he will score. Emmanuel Dean puts the power on top with a 2-out double. It's 1-0 Power in the championship series.
We saw this from him last night in the early runs up in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. But in these past couple games, they've jumped out to early leads, getting a 1-0 lead here in just the bottom of the 1st. A quick moving ball game so far, but they're able to get a runner on second with a nice base clearing double. The speed of Mejia helping him come all the way around. Michael Groves has a chance to trade places with Dean at second.
Dean got that 3-1 count. Sunoki threw one over the plate, and he did not miss it. See what Groves can do here. First pitch to him. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Groves, the guy that hit the ball really hard a couple of times last night to center field that ended up being outs. Just bad luck for him. Hopefully he can have some good luck today trying to trade places with Dean.
Yeah, Groves almost walking it off last night. A big shot from him in the 10th out straightaway center.
1 now. Groves leads the team in RBI with 24. That's 1 more than Noah Blythe at 23. He's got an opportunity for another one right here. 2 outs in the inning. Dean at second. Dean dancing around out there. The 1-1 to Groves. Low in the dirt, 2-1.
Good effort from the Bucs catcher to get down in front of that quickly. He was set up towards the upper part of the zone, but dropped down in time to not allow Dean to advance.
Dean worked himself a good hitter's count and then got a pitch to hit. Let's see if the same happens for Groves here. Good hitter's count and 2-1. Pitch from Sunoki. Check swing. Home plate umpire says he went. So it'll be 2-2 now. Dean leads off second. 2-2 count with 2 out. The pitch to Groves. This one flown out into left center field. And play will be made by the left fielder McQueen for out number 3. But Emmanuel Dean puts the power on top in the first inning. Power lead 1-0 in Game 1 of the championship series. Stay tuned on the Power Baseball Network.
Like like your bacon
Say it.
steady ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Zach Reynolds, Austin Stokes with you at top of the second inning. Power already up 1-0. Emmanuel Dean putting him on top with an RBI double. Seth Maddox back to work on the mound. He'll face off with the designated hitter McSkelly. Hitting from the left side. First pitch to him from Maddox. Just missed outside. Maybe a little low as well. 1 ball, no strikes.
With the first couple hitters for the Bucs trying to square to bunt, you'll notice Angel Jr. playing a lot more towards the grass.
The 1-0 pitch finds the zone. A fastball that time on the outside corner evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Maddox to McSkelly is outside. 2-1. Maddox has been falling behind the hitters, but he's been able to work back into the counts. We'll see if he can do that again here. 2-1 pitch, outside, 3-1.
McSkelly's had some good at-bats in his games against the Power. Not his first time to face Seth Maddox. Maybe adjusting himself to the sliders that he's seen so far this season. Still a tough pitch to hit.
That one finds the zone. It's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 payoff pitch to McSkelly. Just missed outside. Maddox wanted him rung up there. Call didn't go his way, so the Bucs with a leadoff walk. Those are usually dangerous. We'll see if Maddox can work around it. It's going to be Parker Sobisiak. He's a center fielder that made a nice play to rob Noah Blythe of a potential extra base hit. First pitch to him, taps it towards Angel Jr. at third. He'll pick it out, throw across the diamond, gets him by a step. Only play was to first, so 1 down. But McSkelly does move up to second base.
Just barely getting him on the throw. A fantastic play from the left side of the infield. Both of them communicating well between Angel Jr. and Abrams. Able to make a solid throw, really flashing the leather over there, having to come in for it. But they're able to get it in time. Now there's 1 away, but there is a runner in scoring position. Maddox will have to be careful.
Left fielder Michael McQueen stepping up with 1 out and 1 on. First pitch, a slider, finds the zone, 0-1. When he's throwing that pitch for a strike, it's really hard to hit Seth Maddox.
It's one of the toughest pitches to hit that I've seen so far this summer. When he's able to really break that slider off, get good movement out of his hands, it'll work efficiently for him if he can maintain that success through his next couple innings.
The 0-1 is popped up in the right field. Blythe ranges over. He'll make the catch. Runner tags, throw from Blythe. A good one, and it sends McSkelly back to second base. So it doesn't tag up. Now there's 2 down. You're 1 pitch away from getting around the leadoff walk.
Yeah, you know, while there is a runner on second now with 2 outs, that'll relieve a lot of stress. With 1 out, had that ball been deeper, and maybe to really anybody else except Noah Blythe, I would have been, you know, not surprised to see him try to test the arm. But Blythe has a cannon out in right field, one of the stronger arms on the team. Not surprised to see him hold up at second.
First pitch misses up and away for ball 1 to the catcher, Tyler McAvoy. Trying to get that runner across and tie it up for the Bucs. Maddox set. The 1-0. This one fouled out into Sunrise Park. Out towards right field, and it's 1-1.
He made good contact with it, but the swing was way behind. Really late on it. Shows that he's blowing that right past and probably sitting on the off speed. Maddox surprising him with a fastball. A good battery between Maddox and Ball.
The 1-1 now. And there's that slider, and took it that time for a strike, 1-2.
He wanted to go at it there. Maybe he should have. Would have been tough to get any wood on, but might be lucky to get that ball in play somewhere between the infield. But nevertheless, he's down 1-2 with 2 away and a runner on.
Maddox set. Takes his deep breath. 1-2 pitch. Outside, make it 2-2. Overcooked that one a little bit, the fastball, I think. So he'll look into Ball for another sign here. McSkelly leads off second. He led off the inning with a walk. There's now 2 outs. Maddox trying to strand him. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, thought he had him. That one just missed outside. That runs it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
From our angle up here, it definitely looked like he went around, got his hands into the zone, maybe breaking the plane, but umpire saw it differently. It's 3-2. One good pitch could get the bats back up and able to pour a couple more runs onto their already 1-0 lead.
3-2 payoff pitch. Fouled straight back. McAvoy battling here.
McAvoy right on everything he's throwing. Needs to get the bat through the zone a little earlier. Don't let the ball travel on you as much if he wants to get that into play in the gap somewhere in the outfield and drive that runner around to score.
Maddox set for another 3-2 payoff pitch. Here it is. Ringing him up on the inside corner. Maddox works around the leadoff walk. Power still haven't allowed a run. They're going to try to add on to their 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second when we come back on the Power Baseball Network.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Power lead 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the second here at Palm Springs Stadium. Game 1 of the CPCL Championship Series. Best of 3. Power trying to take game 1 at home. Bryant Ball steps up to the dish now for the Power, the catcher. Facing off against Sanoki. First pitch you'll see of the second inning. Outside, 1-0. Ball's had a really good season for the Power at the plate, and he's been a steady rock behind the dish for the Power pitching staff. The 1-0 pitch popped up but foul back behind home plate, 1-1.
Yeah, he's really shown off the cannon when he gets the chance. Not a catcher guys are going to be able to snag 2 on. Has some really good throws, really good reads, and some even better blocks.
1-1 pitch to him. That one's up 2-1, lifted above the letters. Hitting .295 on the year with a .430 on base percentage. Couple of doubles as well. 5 doubles actually. Doubles machine. 2-1 pitch. This one line hard in the center field. Going back on it is Sabisiak, and he will make the catch. Bryant Ball got BABIP'd on that one.
You know, when you talk about a good catcher, it's kind of interchangeable with a good offensive lineman. Good blocks, good reads, but able to get up and go get their guy downfield when they need to. He definitely shows that. Angel Jr., a lot of those same qualities. A fantastic arm, a great bat, and a even better piece of leather on the defensive side of the ball as we saw last inning.
The third baseman steps in. First pitch he'll see. Ball in the dirt and outside, 1-0. Anthony Angel Jr. leads the team with 2 home runs. Had a deep double last night's game. Definitely got some pop on his bat. The 1-0 pitch. This one line hard up the middle and a base hit for Anthony Angel Jr. See if the Power can score in the second just like they did the first.
Yeah, they put up 1 in the first off of a big double from Emmanuel Dean. They're going to need to continue that success. Seth Maddox throwing 2 scoreless frames so far, and that'll bring up Mark Kirkland. Kirkland getting the walk-off single last night, one of the more clutch hits that we've seen from any of the Power hitters so far this season. Definitely good reads off the pitches.
Absolutely. The hero for last night went first pitch swinging with the bases loaded and did his job. First pitch he sees tonight, swings and misses, 0-1. Kirkland has got some good power. Hasn't had too many doubles or home runs this year, but he just hits the ball super hard for line drives. That one outside, it'll be 1-1 in even count. Kirkland from Cal Baptist. He'll be attending there in the fall. That's where the Power starter, Seth Maddox, also plays his college ball. Big lead for Angel Jr. at first. Not running the 1-1 pitch. Swing and miss, 1-2.
Big hack at that one, looking to replicate his success yesterday, but he's going to have to find good pitches to swing at. The bat can't leave his shoulders on something like that that's that far outside of the zone.
Sanoki comes set. There goes Anthony Angel Jr. Throw down, not in time. AJ with a stolen base, and that one missed low, so it's a 2-2 count now on Mark Kirkland, and Anthony Angel Jr. got himself into scoring position.
Yeah, Anthony Angel Jr. showing off the speed there, something we've seen from him time and time again. If he gets on, if the hitter gets into a bad count, you can always count on Anthony Angel Jr. moving up a couple of feet. Him and Emmanuel Dean both.
The 2-2 to Kirkland. Fouls this one off. Spoiled a good pitch there. In on his hands. Stays alive. Still 2-2. Kirkland digs back in. He's got the open stance. Sanoki checks Angel Jr. The 2-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss. He got Kirkland on the foul tip into the catcher's mitt for the strikeout. There's 2 down now for Dalton Thomas.
Dalton Thomas finding his stride in the last couple of games on the road series on Thursday. 3 RBIs in game 1.
Against this very Bucs team.
Against this exact same squad. Let's see if he can replicate that story here today in the game 1 of the championship series.
Also had an RBI and a hit last night. First pitch to him here. Pops this one up, back in over the press box. 0-1.
Anthony Angel Jr. playing it safe there, leaning back towards second base, not looking to be aggressive here. And with 2 outs and only a 1-run lead, I doubt we see him try to snag third. A lot easier to steal second than it is to steal third.
Big lead for him. Sunoki checking him multiple times. The 0-1 to Thomas, inside, 1-1. Sunoki's looking back at him a lot, but he's not shown willingness to throw over yet. And if I'm Angel Jr., you got to be careful, but try to see how much you can get away with. If you can get a huge jump like that, then maybe you could steal third. The 1-1 is fouled off. It's 1-2 on Thomas now.
A lot of times the reasoning for that is because you don't want to give away that inside move too early. If you show it off right here in the second and you don't get him out, they're going to know your telltale signs of when you're about to change up your UCLA timing or your delivery and get a move back to second. I don't blame Sunoki for not wanting to give any, moves back on the inside.
1-2 to Thomas in the dirt. It's 2-2. Good at bat here. Working the count. Trying to get home another power run. They lead 1-0 with 2 outs here. Bottom of the second inning. Angel Jr. leads off second. 2-2 pitch to Thomas. This one hit right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. They're going to send Angel Jr. The right fielder comes up. It's Cabada. He throws it home. Angel Jr. is safe. Dalton Thomas continues his hot streak and puts the power up 2-0 in the second inning.
So Dalton Thomas making quality contact there on a good hitter's count, finding a pitch he can drive. A 2-out single, an RBI single. Anthony Angel Jr. showing off the wheels, getting himself around third all right off the bat. You saw that Coach Dill was going to trust his legs, let him run, a good idea. And now the lineup's turning over. So if you're Sunoki, you have to be careful about how you approach this 1-2-3 part of the order.
Pitch to Abrams is a little bit above the letters for ball 1. Thomas took that pitch the other way. Continues his hot streak. 3 days in a row with a hit and an RBI for him. 1-0 to Abrams. This one swung, hit deep down the left field line. This one way back there. It's at the track. That one lands fair in the corner. Thomas sent around third. He will score as the throw is cut off, and just like that, it is 3-0 power on the Cole Abrams monster double down the left field line.
We've seen some big hits from him so far tonight, that being the second double we've seen. Cole Abrams getting sat down on the strikeout in his first trip to the plate, changing it up here. Sunoki's going to have to change his approach. His mix-up has been pretty much the same through every batter he's seen so far. Now that they're going through the second time through the order, they're going to have to, change up the way that they're mixing pitches, maybe throw them backwards. But Mejia here, he's already seen him once. He knows what he throws. He probably saw every pitch that Sunoki has, so he's going to be ready for anything.
Yeah, Mejia had a long at-bat, ended up in a full count and a walk for him, so he saw a lot of pitches. First pitch, he turns and burns, but this one well foul, 0-1 down the right field line.
Made good contact, just well out in front, rolling over the top of it.
Trying to keep this 2-out rally going, put another on the board for the power. Lead 3-0 already. The 0-1 from Sunoki. Swing and a miss, make it 0-2. After that double from Abrams, McEvoy, the catcher, had a word with Sunoki, and maybe they did exactly what you said, trying to mix things up here. He's got Mejia down 0-2. The pitch in the dirt. Good block from McEvoy, and it's 1-2. Seth Maddox on the mound. This could be good for the Power, but why not add on as many as you can? You can never be too safe, have too many runs. 1-2 pitch. This one hit hard in the right field. That one falling fastly, and it's going to get down. Abrams around third. He will score, and the Power continue to rally. They now lead 4-0.
Extending the lead early on here in just the second inning of play. They're coming out aggressive. They want to win this game more than any other game they've played so far this season in the early goings. Tacking on 3 here in the bottom of inning number 2, a pattern that I'm sure Coach Dill and Coach Don would like to see continue throughout the remainder of this game. Noah Blythe with 2 outs, going to need to get some contact and find some outfield grass to move that runner a couple feet ahead.
He leads off first. First pitch to Blythe. In the dirt, 1-0. Blythe his first time up. Put a hurting on the ball into center field, but CPCL was able to range to his back to the wall and make the catch. Blythe ahead in the count here, 1 ball, no strikes. That one low, 2-0.
A big lead take from him right there. That looked close. The catcher, McAvoy, not having to drop down very much, so definitely saw that well out of his hand, knew what it was going to be early on. A good decision to take and get way ahead in the count.
2-0 pitch is flied foul down the right field line for a 2-1 count. Still a hitter's count here for Blythe. Mejia, the RBI single moments ago, leads off first, held on by Mannon. 2-1 pitch from Sunoki. That one in there for a strike. Evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Antelope Valley star, Noah Blythe. Mejia dancing around, and Sunoki will step off and run back through it. Sunoki set again. 2 outs in the second. 2-2 pitch to Blythe. This one, line hard in the right center field. CPCL going for it. He's not going to get there. That's down and at the wall. Blythe a double or more. Mejia around third. Blythe heading for third. He's got it himself. An RBI triple. The Power lead 5-0. They will not stop putting a hurting on the Bucs right now.
So 4 runs coming across in just this half inning, the 5th one of the game. We usually don't see this commanding of a lead from them in the early goings. I mean, 5 runs was all they put up until extra innings last night, so they're going to look to keep that momentum going. Emmanuel Dean looking to come in, continue his success. A big double from him in his first at-bat. He does have the speed to get a triple, as we saw from him last night. So if he can continue to hit the ball that well and see it well, I'm sure we'll see another one from him. Maybe even look to clear the bases once again. 5 runs on just 6 hits through 2 innings of play, or 1 2/3.
First pitch to Dean. This one's popped up right side. Mannon will give it a look, but it'll get out of play for strike 1.
They have figured out Sunoki early on. It did not take them long to adjust themselves to his pitching, not mixing up his delivery much, so the timing can pretty much remain consistent, and that allows you to sit back and really find a pitch to drive because you're not really worrying about his delivery timing.
The 0-1, a strike on the outside corner, makes it 0-2. They only have those 6 hits, but so many of them have been extra base hits. That's why they're putting up runs so quickly. Another one just 90 feet away, but there is 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Emmanuel Dean. The pitch from Sunoki. This one, flare it in the left field. That's going to get down. Emmanuel Dean, his second hit of the day, and his second RBI as Blythe walks across the plate. The Power lead 6-0. They put across 5 in the second inning alone.
So I'm surprised, and I mean, I know it's the second, but they've given up 5 in this inning, and the fact that we haven't really seen any action out in the Bucs bullpen shows that maybe this guy is just getting knocked around, hasn't really found his stride, maybe a little shaken up in the early goings, but a time called by the Bucs skipper, so they're going to try and formulate a plan. He's going to try and calm him down, get the infield in, maybe give him a little bit of a pep talk. If I'm the coach for the Bucs, I'm saying, hey, just keep your head down, go to work, win every pitch, fill up the zone, good things will happen.
You know, they are already down 6-0, but in a series where if you do have to play 3 games, it's 3 games in 2 days. You know, you absolutely don't want to burn up any arms before you have to, and obviously they're trying to get as many outs from Sanoki as they can. He's been throwing strikes. The power hitters have just been putting good swings on him. He's not really been throwing the kind of strikes that you want. He's not finding the corners. Here comes Michael Groves trying to join the hit parade. As Dean leads off first. First pitch to Groves. Takes that one for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Zach, like you said, his spray is pretty much right over the heart of the plate, and that's where this power lineup lives. They're sitting kind of in the front to middle half of the batter's box, so they're going to see that pitch even better in a lot of open stances, so they're going to see it earlier than most batters.
Dean takes off for second. That pitch a ball, no throw from the catcher McEvoy. Emmanuel Dean with a stolen base.
Yeah, Emmanuel Dean snagging second and third last night. Looked like he might have wanted to go home a couple times, but definitely some good stolen bases from him here as he's finding his stride on the path.
He's now got 8 stolen bases. This just his 16th game of the year. The 1-1 pitch to Groves. This one flowing out into right field. Kabata back. Now he'll come in and he'll make the catch. And Sanoki and the Bucs finally get out of the second inning, but the power showing off their power. They lead 6-0 after putting up a 5 spot. Back to Seth Maddox on the bump when we come back.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Seth Maddox back to the mound after a long break for him as the power rallied across 5 runs in the bottom of the second. So Maddox back out there in the top of the third. We'll see if that long pause has any effect on him or if he can just go right to work as he'll face off with the right fielder Justin Kabata. 9-1-2 due up for the Bucs. First pitch to Kabata. Grounded towards Dalton Thomas. He fields it cleanly, throws on to Michael Groves. 1 pitch, 1 out.
A quick way to get an out, not allowing them any time to get settled in at the dish. This batter that's coming up now really didn't have much time to get ready to step in, so he's already behind in a sense as he starts his at-bat.
So it's Nico Santamaria now. Struck out his first time up, and he takes strike 1 there. Santamaria usually an outfielder playing second base today for Inland Valley. Maddox set for the 0-1 after getting his sign from Bryant Ball. Breaking ball just misses outside. Tried to pull it back into the zone. Couldn't quite do that. The 1-1 now from Maddox. That one's tapped foul towards the Bucs dugout, make it 1-2. Maddox ahead here, looking for another punch out. 1-2 pitch to Santa Maria. Just missed the outside corner. Evens it up at 2-2. Bucs second baseman digs in here. Choked up on the bat. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Seth Maddox. He continues his dominance, 2 up, 2 down here in the third inning.
Yeah, he choked up on the bat in order to get the hands through the zone quicker. A good idea, but just kind of swinging at bad pitches. So the leadoff hitter is sat down, but maybe the two-hole hitter will have better chance. He was sat down on the swinging strikeout in his last trip to the dish, and a need to rewrite his fortune.
CJ Maciel up now, first pitch, breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. That pitch is just so nasty. It breaks so much and finds the zone at the last second. Tough for a hitter to do anything with that. The 0-1 puts this one into play. Dylan Thomas scoops it up. He's a vacuum over there. The throw to first completes it. A 1-2-3 inning for Seth Maddox. And back to the red-hot Power Bats in the bottom of the third when we come back. Stay tuned on the Power Baseball Network.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente, or 5-Star Escape.
Sanoki back out there for a third inning of work. The Power have gotten to him so far. We'll see if he can settle things down after a short break. Seth Maddox with a 1-2-3. Top of the third to get it right back to the Power Bats. It's going to be Brian Ball, Anthony Angel Jr., and Mark Kirkland due up this inning for the Power. They lead 6-0 here in the bottom of the third on 7 hits. First pitch to the BYU backstop is taken up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Ball did some pitching yesterday and impressed. Back to his usual catcher position today. 1-0 pitch popped up but fouled into Sunrise Park. It's 1-1.
Ball making good contact here early. Going to look to keep that one going. Maybe needs to get an earlier swing on the ball, letting it travel on, and that's why he's poking it right over at first base side.
The 1-1 is outside. He's ahead in the count here. 2 balls, 1 strike. Didn't chase the breaker that time. Two 2-1 pitch. This one line into right field. Cabada ranging over. He'll make the catch. Brian Ball's had 2 really good line drive swings that have been outs to center and now an out to right. Hopefully one of them will fall later on tonight. But here comes Anthony Angel Jr., who had a line drive third base hit his last time up, and that's really what started that 5-run inning.
Yeah, definitely got the rally started, and with just one out here, he can do that again. If he can get himself on base, maybe a double, then he definitely have Mark Kirkland set up to drive him around.
First pitch to Anthony Angel Jr. This one, line shot into left field. That's down in fair into the corner. Angel Jr. around first, digging for second. He'll get there easily. He'll think about third, but he'll pull up and, well, partner, you said it, look for a double. He got one on the first pitch.
Yeah, just really good contact, seeing the pitch really early out of the hand of Sanoki. Excuse me, Kirkland going to look to continue at that success, maybe trade places with Anthony Angel Jr., as he's shown he does have the ability to do.
So Kirkland will step in with another run just 180 feet away at second base. Nobody out. First pitch to Kirkland, low. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanoki finding himself, well, there's 1 out, but right back in a tough situation with the runner at second. The 1-0 to Kirkland. Check swing. Looked like they call it a strike anyway, so it'll be 1-1.
Good idea to check a swing there. It looked good coming out of his hand, but it won't find the zone. Or it will find the zone.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A little out in front of that one, swung over it a bit. It's 1-2 now. Kirkland will step back in now. 1-2 from Sanoki. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Dalton Thomas on deck already with a RBI base hit for him. Two-two pitch to Kirkland. That's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Loaded up count. 1 out, a man at second. That's Anthony Angel Jr. who had that double. Kirkland going to try to bring him around. Sanoki set. 3-2, payoff pitch. This one flown out into center field. Sabisiak will make the catch for out number 2. No tag from AJ out there at second. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Dalton Thomas.
Good idea from Angel Jr. to kind of set out in front of the bag there, not get back on right away after the contact. I mean, that could have easily been dropped. It was kind of hit into no man's land, and as we've seen so far this season, that part of the outfield, outfielders typically have a tougher time maintaining their foot. Not really sure why. Dalton Thomas going to look to continue his success at the plate. Got a hit in the earlier innings.
That one in the dirt from Sanoki, so 1-0 count on DT. A few days ago against the Bucs on Thursday, he had 2 hits and 3 RBI. Last night he had a sac fly for an RBI, also worked in a base hit. And tonight he's 1 for 1 with a base hit and an RBI that drove in Anthony Angel Jr. from second base. A liner into right field. Take another one of those right here. Long look for Sanoki to second. Still looking. Now he'll fire home. 1-0 pitch in. That runs in and hits Thomas. So he'll take his base. Now it'll be 2 on and 2 out.
I think because he was so focused on Anthony Angel Jr., not in a literal sense, but he just kind of forgot about that guy at the plate. I mean, he was so drawn to maybe going inside and getting him out at second that he just didn't have time to focus and place that pitch right. And the lineup turning over with 2 outs, a good position for him.
Here comes Cole Abrams to the dish, who had that monster double down the left field line his last time up. That drove in a run. DT over at first, taking a couple of steps to catch his breath. That one hit him in the midsection. Maybe took his breath away a little bit, but he seems to be okay. He'll take his lead now.
Now some action out in the Bucs bullpen.
First pitch to Abrams. This one lined up the middle. That's a base hit for Cole Abrams. Anthony Angel Jr. being waved around. The throw home will not be in time, and Abrams his second RBI of the night. It's now 7-0 Power.
So 7 runs here in the early innings, putting up 5 in the bottom of the second. And just like this here with 2 outs, Mejia going to look to get back on base, move some runners around as Cole Abrams and Dalton Thomas are aboard.
The Power are just so good with 2 outs at putting together rallies. That's the sign of a great offense when they can continue to put the ball in play with 2 outs and score runs. They seem to do that almost every night. Jacob Mejia has got an RBI hit himself and has drawn a walk. Will step in now. With 2 on, 2 out. First pitch, this one hit towards first. Charlie Manning in, has it. He'll step on the bag, and that will retire the side and get out of the inning. But the Power add 1 more. They've scored in each inning so far. They lead 7-0 right here on the Power Baseball Network. Top of the 4th now. Zach Reynolds and Austin Stokes with you. Seth Maddox back on the mound, and he has got a more than comfortable 7-0 lead here. He's only allowed 1 hit through his first 3 innings.
He's kept him scoreless and off base through 3 full innings of work, looking to make it 4. And with the success, he's riding a very low pitch count for him heading into the middle innings. So he'll look to maintain that success and maybe get 7 or 8 out of him. We originally thought we'd only see 5, but when he's this low in the pitch count, around the 30 pitch mark, I mean, you can't help but let him keep working if he's being this efficient. You don't want to mess with his rhythm.
Might as well let him go and then save arms for tomorrow if they're needed. First pitch to Charlie Manning, a swing and a miss, 0-1 to the tall lefty first baseman. He's got a big lead as well. You can let him go even if he starts to get a little bit of traffic. You got a lot to work with, and the Power bats, as that one misses out outside and high, the Power bats don't seem to be wanting to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, they've definitely tacked on a lot, and they're going to keep it going, scoring in every inning of this one so far, a trend that I'm sure they're going to want to maintain.
That one fouled back by Manning, makes it 1-2. Maddox right back ahead in the count. Maddox is so deadly with 2 strikes in a count. He can throw that sinker-type fastball or that big, huge breaker that's so tough. 1-2. It's the breaker. This one line, but foul down the right field line. Count remains 1-2. Manning, Schumacher. Another 1-2 pitch from Seth Maddox. Swing and a miss. He got him down on strikes. Just another strikeout for Seth Maddox, something we see a lot of. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, had it working for him there, and that's been the story of the game. He's been locating well, not allowing too much to get away from him. Some good stuff from him so far, and I mean, like I've said time and time again with Maddox on the bump, he works efficiently keeping the pitch count low.
Already 5 strikeouts for the Cal Baptist right-hander. That one, a breaking ball, stays inside to Schumacher, so it'll be 1 ball, no strikes. Maddox working quickly here. You can tell he's in a groove. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Another nasty breaker. Evens it right back up, 1-1. Maddox looks into Bryant. Ball for the sign. Has it. Set. Kicks and deals. The 1-1 pitch. This one a chopper. Anthony Andrew Jr. can't quite pick it out. An infield single for Dylan Schumacher. That one really tough play on the chopper there. So a base runner for the Bucs for the first time since back in the first, I believe. Let's see if Maddox can work around it, or excuse me, he gave up a base runner in the second, but then immediately got the next 3 guys out. So it'll be McSkelly, the only guy that had a hit before Schumacher, with Schumacher leading off first. McSkelly, the left-handed hitting DH, first pitch to him, and their first strike, 0-1.
With 1 out and 1 runner on first, the middle infield going to look to protect here as they're playing a little closer to that bag, especially over at short.
0-1, a swing and a miss, and quickly 0-2 on the Bucs designated hitter. Maddox set. The 0-2 pitch. This one lined, and a leaping grab by Anthony Angel Jr. Throw across the diamond. They'll double him up. What a play from the hot corner for Anthony Angel Jr. And immediately they erase that base hit. Power leads 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Everything's working for him, and it's going to continue that way. Don't go away on the Power Baseball Network.
That's it. That's his house.
Damn. Atta boy, AJ.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure. Just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah! Whoop 'em good, Jack!
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Three, 4, 5 due up for the Power as they already lead 7-0 as we enter the bottom of the 4th. Zach Reynolds, Austin Stokes with you here at Palm Springs Stadium. Game 1 of the CPCL Championship Series, and the Power looking early like they're going to take Game 1, but still early. Just the 4th inning. They're going to look to continue to add on. They've scored at least 1 in each of the first 3 innings. Here comes Noah Blythe, who his last time up back in the 2nd had an RBI triple. He's hit the ball a couple of times really hard, once for an out and once for that 3-bagger. And Emmanuel Dean on deck already has an RBI double and an RBI single. So a tall task for Connor Burdian, the new Bucs pitcher. Has to face the heart of the lineup immediately. We'll see if he can fare better than the starter Sunoki. Blythe is ready. Burdian is as well. The first pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-0.
Good take from him there. Able to get himself into a good hitter's count. Gonna have the batter's eye working.
1-0 pitch to Blythe. Little blooper into center field. That one is going to get down in front of Sabisiak for a base hit. Blythe is 2 for 3. 10 hits already for the Power in this one, and only the 4th inning. It's just a story of the game so far. The Power bats are relentless today. Here comes Emmanuel Dean, 2 for 2 with a couple of RBI, including an RBI double back in the 1st. into deep left field. First pitch he sees this time. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Dean will step out and collect himself. Now he'll step back in. Noah Blythe will lead off first, held on by Charlie Mannon. Birdian looks into McEvoy, his catcher, and has his sign. The 0-1 to Dean. That one's low. Make it an even count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A good pitch nonetheless. A little too low maybe for his liking, but not a bad idea.
Long look, but Birdian has his sign now. Checks Blythe. Checks him again. Now we'll fire the 1-1 home. This one hit towards third. Scooped up by Schumacher. Has a little trouble with it. Throw across the diamond. Not in time. Emmanuel Dean beats it out. That one just a little fumble there by Schumacher at third. And now there's 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, he was able to beat that one out. Sounded like it may have broken the bat of Dean, but he was still able to really book it, unhitch the trailer going down the line.
Well, we saw his power in the first inning with that double. We saw his speed there. Here comes Michael Groves now. With 2 runners on, nobody out. Blythe at second, Dean at first. First pitch to Groves. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Birdian set. A 1-0. Low, 2-0. Good count for Groves here. Groves 0 for 2 so far today, trying to join in on the hit parade. Groves, Ball, and Kirkland, the only 3 power hitters without a hit yet. And Bryant Ball has had 2 really hard hit line drives for outs. He's in the on-deck circle. And Groves ahead here, 2-0. This one popped a mile high into left field. Catch will be made out there. That's McQueen who makes it for out number 1. Runners stay put. And here comes Bryant Ball.
You know, partner, as we near the end of this home season, we've seen a lot of really good hits off the bat of Michael Groves. A couple big bombs from him in the middle of the season around the 4th of July All-Star break mark. So definitely got some power, and I'm sure he's going to look to take these stats back to his coach and maybe say, hey, you know, I've definitely got the power.
Runners go. First pitch, a strike to Ball, throw down to second, not in time, a double steal. Blythe takes third, Emmanuel Dean takes second. Just like that, with 1 out, there's 2 runners in scoring position.
So 2 runners in scoring position now, 2 of the speedier members of this power lineup. Emmanuel Dean, his 2nd stolen base of the day.
Brian Ball, as I mentioned a bit earlier, scorched a couple of liners, but right at outfielders for outs. Wants to get one down for a couple of RBI here. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-2.
A good over-the-top curve ball. Breaking it off, had really solid break on it. A good pitch, and he'll get himself into an 0-2 count. Ball's going to have to make an adjustment here in the later back half of this at-bat.
2 on and 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. That's outside. Good block by McEvoy there with the runners at third and second. He's got to be a brick wall back there, and he was right on that pitch. It's 1-2 now to Bryant Ball, the catcher, out of BYU. Birdian set. 1-2 pitch. This one, line foul down the right field line. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Making good contact, letting the ball travel on him, getting in the zone before he committed to the swing. A good idea to get it into the opposite field. You really want in a position right here a liner out into right field, because the right fielder is going to have a lot tougher of a chance getting the ball into home than your left fielder. A lot more ground to cover, and if it's hit into left field, you can make that throw to third pretty easily.
1-2 pitch is way up high at the eyes of Ball, so it evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blythe at a single. He's now at third. Emmanuel Dean reached on an error by Schumacher. He's now at second. 2-2 pitch to Ball. Swing and a miss. Birdian got him. 2 down.
A big hack at that one from Brian Ball, looking to elevate and celebrate. As a lot of the younger ball players will say now, but a good chance for Anthony Angel Jr. to keep padding those stats. 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors for either side. So definitely a productive day. One of the unusual days that we've seen that both the pitching and the hitting are both effectively dominant and equally dominant.
A.J. Angel 2 for 2 today with a single and a double. No RBI yet. He's had a couple of runs scored, though. First pitch to him, a big breaker. A lot of bend on that one. Falls into the zone, 0-1. Trying to get some runs across with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 pitch. That one's in the dirty, held up 1-1. Made a terrific defensive play as well to end the top half of the 4th. A leaping catch for a line out, and then threw it across for the double play. Had a great game so far, looking for more. 1-1 pitch. Fouled out of play, 1-2.
A high foul ball right there. Had some really velocity, some really big velocity, I should say, coming off the bat. Good swing.
Birdian looks into McEvoy. Has his sign, comes set with 2 outs, 2 on. 1-2 pitch to Anthony Angel Jr. Low and in the dirt, 2-2. It's a good pitch there, ahead in the count, 1-2. I like the idea of trying to get him to chase, but Angel Jr. able to lay off.
A pitch that a lot of guys would be swinging out of their shoes on to try and make some 1-2 contact, but he's looking to get back in charge and in the driver's seat in this at-bat.
2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Birdian gets out of it. Power still up 7-0. Couldn't tack on more there. Back to Seth Maddox on the mound. He's been masterful. Power leads 7-0. Stay tuned on the Power Baseball Network.
So you like meat?
Yeah. I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat. Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. Yeah. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
Yeah. But why a bun? Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word. Right.
You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese. Yeah. All right, we'll look into that.
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
Top of the 5th inning now. Seth Maddox back out there. Why not? Hasn't allowed a run yet. He's only given up 2 hits, 3 base runners total. And he's been really good with 5 strikeouts. He'll be greeted to start the 5th here by the center fielder Parker Sabisiak.
So Bisiak has had a pretty good season against the Power, and the last time that I saw him getting a couple of good hits, and making some really good plays out in center field. I mean, this is a tough place to play outfield in, but he's done well so far.
Goes first pitch swinging here, and line drives a base hit over Cole Abrams' head. So a leadoff base runner for the Bucs here as they try to mount a comeback. They got to start somewhere. They're down big, 7-0. Michael McQueen, the left fielder, comes up now.
Now that they've had a chance to see Maddox a couple of times, maybe they can adjust the swing, prepare for the breaking ball, see the spin out of his hand, maybe look for the telltale sign of what he's going to throw.
That one misses for a ball. And that one gets thrown over Maddox's head, but Abrams able to back him up. No harm done.
Almost disaster for him there. Good thing the base runner wasn't really locked in. Maybe could have seen him extend his lead 90 feet.
So 1-0 pitch to McQueen. Fouls that one back into the netting. It's 1-1.
Just judging off the swing he gave there, wasn't anticipating on the fastball, able to blow it right past him, getting a late swing, sticking the bat out there, maybe expecting there to be a little more late movement.
1-1 pitch. Slider outside, 2-1. So a hitter's count here for McQueen as CPCL leads off first, held on by Groves. Maddox set. 2-1 pitch. Just outside, make it 3-1. Barely missed on that one. Nobody out here, top of the fifth inning, 3-1 count for Michael McQueen. 3-1 pitch, that's in there for a strike, a run at full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Good way to get himself back into a full count. One good pitch could make it 1 out, and then the double play is in order. Good way to get yourself out of the inning.
The 3-2, swing and a miss. Maddox comes back to get him. 6th strikeout of the night. First out in the top of the 5th. So to bring up Tyler McAvoy, the catcher. Trying to get something going with a runner at first. They've only gotten a runner in a scoring position one time, and he did not come around to score. First pitch swinging, first pitch missing is McAvoy, 0-1. 0-1.
Well, a good 0-1 count for him. See if he can capitalize, see if Maddox can get a good double play ball right up the middle to Abrams and to Thomas.
0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. First swing and a miss was on a fastball, that one on the slider. Jacob Stremiska starts to get warm in the power bullpen, likely for the 6th inning. No reason not to trust Maddox to get through this 5th, especially with a 7-0 lead. And he's got McAvoy down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Ooh, thought he rung him up there. That one apparently a little low. Moved the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, borderline call there. Not sure where that missed, but umpire must have had a better view than we did.
Jerry Romero behind the dish. Calling balls and strikes, the D1 umpire. Runner goes, 1-2 pitch is outside, throw down for ball, tagged by Thomas. Not in time, so a stolen base for CPCL, and the Bucs have somebody in scoring position here with just 1 out. Really good jump there by the Bucs center fielder. Ball made it close with that cannon of an arm, but no cigar. CPCL safe. And a 2-2 count on McAvoy. Maddox checks the runner. Checks him again. Now fires home the 2-2 pitch. McAvoy just got a piece of that one. Tapped it foul to stay alive.
Good pitch from him to get the batter somewhat guessing there. Swung just way over the top of it. Able to get a little wood on it, but not much, not enough to make an impact. One good pitch could be 2 outs.
Maddox set after getting a sign from Ball. 2-2 pitch again. Just a little high, run it full. Justin Cabada in the on-deck circle. Big-time run scoring opportunity here for the Bucs. Have not had many on Maddox. 3-2 payoff pitch. This one foul off down the right field line. They'll do it again.
Having some good swings, battling, gonna make Maddox work his way for the second out. That's what you want if you're the skipper for the Bucs here. I mean, he's been really combative up at the plate so far. Definitely a vote of confidence from that managerial staff for the Buccaneers.
Maddox looks into Ball. Shakes the first time. Long look, trying to find the pitch he wants. He has it now. 1 out, runner at second. Another 3-2 payoff pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got his man. 2 down.
Well, a good strikeout pitch, and he's going to look to ride that momentum. Maybe a little angry that went so many pitches. So wouldn't surprise me if we saw Cabada be the 3rd out of the inning on just a couple throws home. Let's see if Maddox can make it work here. He's looking for 1 pitch, 1 out. Cabada's looking to get that guy around to score, maybe trade places.
Maddox set. First pitch to Cabada. Low and inside, a 1 ball, no strikes. Cabada grounded out to Dalton Thomas his first time up. Playing right field for the Bucs. 1-0 pitch. This one sapped up the middle. Cole Abrams has it, fires across to Michael Gross and fires a strike. And Maddox works around the hit and the runner at second. 5 scoreless from Seth Maddox. Power leads 7-0. Heading back to the bats on the Power Baseball Network.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Mark Kirkland to lead off the bottom of the 5th here. Power leads 7-0 over the Inland Valley Bucs. Game 1 of the championship series. Here's last night's hero, Mark Kirkland, had the walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th. Facing off against Connor Burdian here. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Burdian was able to get a scoreless inning last time. He had some traffic, allowed each of the first 2 base runners aboard, but was able to settle down and get a scoreless inning. He'll look for another one of those, maybe a couple more, trying to eat up innings for the Bucs. The Power want to continue to add on. Kirkland, Thomas, and the top of the lineup, and Cole Abrams due up. Burdian looks in, has his sign. 1-0 to Kirkland. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. One pitch now. That one's low. Kirkland back ahead in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Back in the driver's seat is Kirkland here. Going to look to extend that. If he can't get on base with a base hit, make it 3-1.
A hitter's count for the big power hitter. 2-1. Fouled out of play over towards the concession stand. Beyond the third base grandstands, it's 2-2.
Kirkland is someone that we've seen move around the diamond defensively quite a bit. Playing a little first, moving it all across the outfield for him. So definitely a good sign when he heads back to college.
The DH tonight. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of it. Tag applied by McAvoy, and a 1 up, 1 down in the 5th for Burdian and the Bucs.
First guy sat down on strikeout, but you're still going to have to face now the goes that far.
There's Dalton Thomas, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI base hit and has also reached on a hit by pitch. And has scored a run as well. Filling up the box score for him. I look to keep his good day and really good week going. First pitch up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Thomas, a guy known for his defense, a gold glove type defender at second base, has been filling it with the bat in his hands as of late. The 1-0, strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Another gold glove defender type up the middle is Cole Abrams. He's on deck. He's the shortstop.
A really dominant pair in your middle infield. 2 guys that I'd trust to get anything hit on the ground. Not too many errors from them. Less than 5 combined.
That pitch in there for a strike with a breaking ball. It's now 1-2 on DT out of the University of St. Catherine. Burdian set. 1-2 pitch. That one's left up high. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas, just a pure athlete. Former college football player. He had some knee issues and converted to a college baseball player.
Yeah, I mean, raw athlete. What else can you say? Not many guys are able to do that. I mean, this is not a sport where athleticism alone can carry you. I mean, this is a thinking man's game.
Lines this one into center field. CPCL over to his left a bit to make the catch, and there's been 2 up and 2 down. Burdian finding a groove here. But that'll bring up Cole Abrams, who's 2 for 3 today. With a couple of RBI. He had a RBI double, an RBI single last time. He's also scored a run for himself. Looking for his 3rd hit of the day. Power have 10 hits total. First pitch low and inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Burdian set for the 1-0. Pitch to Abrams. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Really had him leaned out on the front foot with the swing there, probably realizing through his motion that maybe not a great pitch to swing at, but still a good sound swing. Looked really good, getting a lot of torque with the front side of the hip.
1-1 pitch, that one outside, 2-1. McAvoy tried to frame it back into the zone, but couldn't get the call from home plate umpire Jerry Romero. So Abrams ahead here, 2 balls, 1 strike. Trying to get something going with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch from Birdian. Swing and miss, make it 2-2.
He's even in the count now, but one good pitch could get those Buccaneer bats back up. Through the first 3 innings, the Power putting up 7 runs. So they're going to look to make another scoreless inning, which so far for this game and even last night's game, that's a big task if you're an opposing pitcher.
Absolutely, the Power bats have been hot. 2 outs, a 2-2 pitch. Here it is to Abrams. In the dirt, run it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Mejia on deck. Birdie in set. Abrams shortens up, lowers in the zone, lowers his hands a little bit with 2 strikes. 3-2 payoff pitch. Ring him up on the outside corner. Abrams not happy about it. A 1-2-3 inning for Connor Birdie in the Bucs. The Power still leads 7-0. Can the Bucs make a comeback against this great Power pitching staff? Find out. Stay tuned on the Power Baseball Network.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Seth Maddox back out for his 6th inning of work. He's tossed 5 scoreless so far. First pitch to Nico Santamaria, low, 1 ball, no strikes. Coach Casey Dill not messing around here in the championship game 1, leaving his ace out there as long as he can. That pitch is strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now.
Some good high-level IQ coaching from Coach Dill, letting his guy work. I mean, you need to save pitches as much as possible, or save pitchers as much as possible. Wouldn't be surprised if he does well here. Go 7.
1-1 is hit up the middle. Diving stop. Thomas has it. Throw. Won't be in time, but what an effort from Dalton Thomas. We had just talked about his Gold Glove defense. Santamaria with an infield hit there. Well, that'll bring up the shortstop, C.J. Masio.
Dalton Thomas definitely keeping the game right where it is. Wanted to keep that runner on edge.
So Maddox from the stretch now gets his sign from ball. First pitch to Maciel. This one's tapped towards third. Angel has it. That's fair. Throws across the diamond. Picked out by Groves for out number 1. Nice play from the corners there. That does move up the runner Santamaria to second, but there's 1 down now.
So the traditional double play is not going to be in order, but that hasn't stopped him here. I mean, we saw a great 5-3 double play. Good play from Anthony Angel Jr. I mean, this is an infield that's not going to let balls get by him.
Terrific defense. Even Groves over there picking it out all the time at first. First pitch to Mannon just misses somewhere. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Santamaria leads off second. Mannon, the first baseman, in the box with a 1-0 count. 1-0 from Maddox. That's outside, 2-0.
Looking to fill up the strike zone, getting some rosin on the hands. That's going to allow him to grip the ball a little better, dry off the sweat. It's a hot night. He's going to need all the help he can get to continue to maintain a high rotation level, get that ball to spin, fight gravity as much as possible.
2-0 is fouled. Out of play down the left field line, make it 2-1.
Really glad that sports statistics have recently really been heavy on how much the ball is rotating as it comes out of a pitcher's hand. That shows that it's going to fight gravity and get a lot of late break, which is what makes, major league pitchers as successful as they are. And Maddox definitely has that quality.
That slider spins and moves as much as anybody's. 2-1. This one's hit towards third. Scooped out by Angel Jr. Throw across is way high. And that's going to score a run, so the Bucs will be on the board after the error from Anthony Angel Jr. It's now 7-1.
They gave up a run, but they're still comfortable. I mean, now you have a 6-run lead to work with. You're not fretting too much if you're Maddox. You just have to go right back out and get him. Not a bad mistake from Angel Jr. It happens. I mean, he was moving down the line. You have to get rid of that ball as quick as possible. You don't have as much time to develop a rhythm through your throw, which is what really allows for that to be as accurate as it is. And that time it just got a little away from him.
That slider just misses. 1-0 to Schumacher. Zone tightening up here. Manning leads off first. Did not advance. The 1-0 strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Dramatics, you want to try to turn a double play ball here. Like you said, still a 6-run lead. Still comfortable. Just get a couple more outs and get back to the bats. 1-1 is outside. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike.
Reared back for some extra velocity there. Not a bad miss, though, just outside of the strike zone. If he can continue to control the ball that well, put it right where he wants it, he'll have an even more successful outing than he already is. I mean, only giving up 4 hits and 1 run. It's been a great day.
2-1, check swing. He definitely went, so it's 2-2 now.
It's hard to pull off your swing when the ball's already that far on you. By the time you realize it's going to be a ball, your hands have already well broken the plane. So, can't blame him for making that call.
Maddox with 7 strikeouts, looking for his 8th here. 1 out, 2-2 pitch. This one flown out of play down the right field line. It remains 2-2. Schumacher spoiled that one. Runner at first is Manning. Reached on that air. Another 2-2 pitch from Seth Maddox. This one up the middle. Abrams across, picked out by Thomas instead. He'll step on the bag. They get 1.
Another fantastic effort on the play from this infield. I mean, we've seen everyone on the power lineup defensively make some fantastic plays, all 9 positions. Good effort from DT. Even better effort hanging on to the ball.
So 2 down now on that fielder's choice. Schumacher will be at first, and McSkelly steps to the dish. Power leads 7-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, up and away. 1 ball, no strikes to McSkelly. Maddox set. Schumacher leads off first. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball finds the outside corner, 1-1. Nice backdoor breaking ball there. The 1-1, that one low. It's 2-1 now. Maddox trying to get through 6 innings of just 1-run ball. The 2-1 pitch to McSkelly. That one a strike on the outside corner. Make it 2-2.
Good way to get himself back even here, and you can get out of this inning without giving up any more damage. Only one run, so not anything that's going to make or break your day. He's had a good mentality through these innings.
2-2 pitch is low. Run it full. 3-2. 2 outs. Schumacher will be off with the pitch here. Maddox has his sign. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ring him up on the inside corner. Maddox gets through 6 innings, a 1-run ball. The Power leads 7-1 in this championship series game 1. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th where they look to add on more runs.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Connor Burdian out for his 3rd inning of work out of the Bucs bullpen, and he's been lights out for him. Power scored 7 runs, 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, and then Burdian came on in the 4th and has had 2 scoreless. Going to try to continue that streak as the Bucs try to make an unlikely comeback, as we're now in the bottom of the 6th, and the Power leads 7-1. Jacob Mejia leads off here, trying to do some more damage. First pitch, he swings and misses, 0-1.
Yeah, he definitely looked to do more damage with that swing. A big major league daddy hack if I've ever seen one.
Burdian set for the 0-1. This one, line hard but way foul down the right field line. Quickly 0-2 on the Power left fielder Mejia.
Mejia has been one of the more under-the-radar bats this season, but he's been effective to say the least.
Has a hit and an RBI in this game. The 0-2, this one line down the right field line. That's fair into the corner. That'll be extra bases for Mejia. It's just a matter of how many. He's at second. He'll head for third. Throw just now coming in. A stand-up triple for Jacob Mejia to lead off the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Power threatening to add to their lead.
Yeah, they're going to look to retake that 7-run lead they had just a couple innings ago and really get some more runs on the board. Blythe is the guy to do it, and even if he can't, then you've got the ever-dangerous Emmanuel Dean on deck waiting to get his cuts against Connor Burdian. if they add a couple more runs, I can't imagine Burdian stays out there much longer.
A leadoff triple for Mejia. The second triple for the Power today. The other guy to do it, the man at the plate, Noah Blythe. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI on that triple. Looking for his third hit of the day. The pitch from Burdian. That one a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. He's got another RBI just 90 feet away if he can drive in Mejia. Burdian set. 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. Mejia leads off third. 1-1 pitch to Blythe. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now. Manuel Dean on deck. He's also 2 for 3. He's got a couple of RBI and a double. One-two pitch to Blythe. That's in the dirt. Make it 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good way to get the count back even here at 2-2 for Burdian. Not allowing that runner on third to get into his head. A big trait you need to have to be successful at the college level as a pitcher.
2-2 pitch to Blythe. This one hits towards third. That one gonna get through, and Noah Blythe with an RBI base hit, his third hit of the game. Power lead 8-1.
Retaking that 7-run lead that they had just an inning ago, matching the Bucs run that they also got this inning. 12 hits, 8 runs. I mean, those are numbers that we've only seen a handful of times this season, and especially coming into the championship series, that's exactly what you need.
Absolutely. They come out swinging here for the championship series and well on their way to a victory in game 1. It's not over yet. Got to keep adding on. You can never be too safe in baseball. Anything can happen. There's no clock. First pitch to Dean, who's 2 for 3 today, is low. 1 ball, no strikes.
It's one of my favorite things about baseball, especially at this level, is there's no clock. You can't regulate it. You can't chew it down like you can in football. So they're going to have to make every single pitch count.
Blythe will take his lead off first. 1-0 pitch to Dean. This one skied high over the middle of the infield. And the shortstop, Maciel, will make for out number 1 of the inning. Here comes the big left-handed hitting first baseman from UNC Asheville. It's Michael Groves.
A major league pop-up, to say the least, right there, as that'll keep them right where it is, keep that runner on first. And now there's 1 out, so anything on the ground up the middle has the chance to win the inning.
Groves hitless today, trying to join the hit parade. Been 12 hits for the Power. That one a strike on the lower third, 0-1. Burdian checks Blythe at first and comes set. 0-1 pitch. Way outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Groves and Blythe now tied back at the team lead in RBI with 24, as Blythe actually just took the lead at 25. He's got 2 RBI today now. 1-1 pitch to Groves. This one flown into right field. Got a little under that. Cabada over. He'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now with 2 outs, and it'll be Ball who stands in. This is a guy that's looking to find his stride tonight. A good situation for him here. Something deep into the outfield. The speed that Blythe has, if it's in the gap out in either left or right center field, we could see Blythe come all the way around all 270 feet and come across home plate and make this an 8-run ball game.
We know the ball has the gap power. He's had several doubles into the gap this year like that. First pitch to him, this time a strike on the outside corner. He spins away, clearly not happy about that strike call. They'll step back in now. 0-1 count. Ball, the old school catcher, no batting gloves. 0-1 pitch. This one flown into shallow right field. The second baseman, Santa Maria, will make the catch. And the Bucs and Birdian get out of that one, but Blythe and the Power add another. They get back to a 7-run lead. It's 8-1 Power as we head to the 7th.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh, yeah. Whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty.
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
New arm out for the Power after 6 innings of scoreless baseball, or 1-run baseball, excuse me, from Seth Maddox. Now coming out of the bullpen, it's Jacob Stramiska. He's got an 8-1 lead here for the Power as he comes out of the bullpen. Maddox finished the day giving up 4 hits, 1 run that was not earned, so a great day for him, just 1 walk and 8 strikeouts. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Stramiska.
A big hack at that one for the Bucs leadoff hitter. If you're Stramiska, you're feeling really confident about this pitch right here.
That one misses, so it's 1-1 in the center fielder, Parker Sobisiak. Had a good day defensively for him, and he's got a base hit today. That one a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Stramiska, just another guy, really tough to hit. He's got that really hard fastball with some natural movement on it. Hard to square up.
Beautiful day at the yard to catch a ball game.
A 1-2 pitch misses outside. It's 2-2. Two-two count on the Bucs center field. The pitch from Stramiska, swing and a miss. He got him, 1 up, 1 down, and 1 strikeout for Strim. Good start to his day.
Strim, a guy from your current college, a name that I'm sure you're familiar with, a guy that I'm sure is just as dominant at the JUCO level as he is out here.
Absolutely. He went to Wabash Valley College and then moved on to New Mexico, where he's been at since then. First pitch now to Michael McQueen is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Stramiska set here. The 1-0 in there for a strike on the outer corner. He's just pumping heat right now. A guy that's consistently around 92, has been up around 93 and 94. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike on the lower third, 1-2. Stramiska set, 1-2 pitch to McQueen. This one a tapper over the header. Stramiska, Thomas in, has it, throw to first, not in time. McQueen with an infield single. That one just unlucky.
Good grab for Groves, though, able to keep it at just a single. Had that gotten past, we could have seen him head for 2, maybe even 3.
Stramiska, another big strikeout guy. He's now got 16 strikeouts in just 12 2/3 innings on the summer. That one misses. So Owen got the pinch hitter here. 1-0 on him. 1-0 pitch. This one's flown into right field. Blythe ranging over towards foul territory. He will make the catch for out number 2. Runner McQueen tags from first. He'll get into second. So McQueen in scoring position, but now 2 down.
Anytime I see a right fielder drifting over towards that visiting bullpen, I get a little nervous. I mean, Tate Gamble took a nasty spill out there in the middle part of this season, so definitely somewhere you have to be aware of your surroundings.
Absolutely. And since then, Gamble has been limited to being the DH when he plays. Cabada, the right fielder for the Bucs, in now with 2 outs and a runner at second. First pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. He's the 9-hole hitter. McQueen leads off second. 1-0 to Cabada. This one tapped foul down the first base side. 1-1.
Good pitch from him to get back into the count, make it 1-1.
Strim looks into ball for his sign, has it, comes set. 1-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner, 1-2.
One more good pitch could get the bats back up and not allow that runner at second to get any further.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Stramiska with some great work out of the bullpen. Power still lead 8-1. The bats have been working. The pitching has been working. Let's see if the bats can keep it going as we're going stretching here on the Power Baseball Network.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
Just finished up the 7th inning stretch here at Palm Springs Stadium, and it was a happy one as the Power are leading 8-1 here as we're entering the bottom of the 7th in this first game of the CPCL Championship Series against the Bucs. Power cruising in this one, looking to continue it with Anthony Angel Jr. First pitch inside, 1-0. Angel Jr. today is 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a single and a double for him. The 1-0, this one line hard into center field. Sabisiak going back on it, and he will have a beat on it and make the catch. Allowed out number 1 for the Power in the 7th.
Good run down by Sabisiak out in center field, having to range a long way to bring that one in, but he'll have it for the first out. Mark Kirkland going to look to drive another ball into the outfield, but have this one find some grass.
Kirkland struggled a little bit today. He was the hero last night, trying to channel that energy again. Burdian's still out there for the Bucs. This one fouled out towards the parking lot, 0-1 on Kirkland. One down here, bottom of the 7th. Some action in the Bucs bullpen. They're sticking with Burdian for now. It's his 4th full inning of work. That one a strike on the lower third to Kirkland, and it's Kirkland digs in for the 0-2 here. Burdian gets his sign. He's set. 0-2 pitch. This one tapped towards shortstop. Maciel comes up with it, fires across his body. Nice play from the shortstop for the Bucs, C.J. Maciel, to get out number 2 of the inning.
Good way to keep the power bats at bay, but Dalton Thomas going to look to continue his fantastic day at the plate so far. Having a really successful couple at-bats for him. This being his 3rd or 4th time up at the dish. Going to look to make something happen with 2 outs.
First pitch, this one tapped towards short again. Maciel up with it again. Fires this one across. It's a man-in, and Burdian gets out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. Power lead 8-1. We're heading to the 8th on the Power Baseball Network.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. This Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this. Our target is men. What's a target?
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
Jacob Stremiska back out there for the Power after a nice first inning out of the bullpen for him. Did well in the 7th. He's got the 8th now. He'll be facing off with the top of the order of the Bucs. That's Nico Santamaria, the second baseman and leadoff hitter, stepping up and digging in. Hitting from the left side, Santamaria 1 for 3 today with the only run scored for the Bucs. He's also struck out a couple of times. First pitch he sees from Stremiska, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Good pitch to get him started, 0-1. Going to look to get him 0-2 or just get him out another quick inning.
This one lined and into left field for a base hit. Just past Anthony Andrew Jr. over there at third base. And so a leadoff hit for Santamaria and the Bucs as they try to mount a large comeback here. They've got the odds stacked against them. It'll be the shortstop C.J. Maciel, a couple of nice defensive plays in the bottom of the 7th. Now he's got a chance with a bat in his hands. And this pitch way to the backstop. That one would have hit the bull. And moving up to second with nobody out is Santamaria.
Well, a good position for the Bucs to cut the lead down just a little bit, especially in a position here where they have no outs but a runner on second.
Well, they're running out of those precious outs here in the top of the 8th. Just 6 outs away are the Power from taking a 1-0 series lead. Next pitch, foul tipped, held on to by Brian Ball behind the dish. It's 1-1 on Maciel.
Good way to come back after really letting that last pitch get away from him, releasing it way across the body.
Another one of the same. Foul tip held on by ball, and it is 1-2. Stremiska battling back here. One-two pitch from Stremiska. Just outside. Stremiska started to take his strikeout strut, but now he'll step back up for a 2-2 count. Or 1-2 count. Nope, 2-2, sorry. This one flown into right field. It's shallow, but Blythe will make the catch. And returning to second is Nico Santamaria. So one down now here in the 8th for Stremiska and the power, and that'll bring up the tall lefty first baseman, Charlie Manning.
Charlie Manning has been competitive at the plate so far today. A couple long at-bats for him. Even found himself on base.
He's 1 for 3. He's also reached on an error. Stremiska gets his sign. Big lead for Santamaria. Stremiska fires home. That one's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Stremiska working quickly here. The 1-0. This one fouled out of play. Straight back. It's 1-1 on the Bucs first baseman. Stremiska has his sign from the BYU backstop, Bryant Ball. 1-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, make it 1-2. Stremiska looking for that big out number 2 with a runner at second base. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
A good way to get the second out. No better way for a pitcher than to retire him via the punch out. He's going to look to continue that same success into this at-bat. He's controlling everything really well. Out of his hand, it's hard to see. He hides the ball well coming to the top of his delivery, mixes up his timing well. When he goes to extend that that plant leg out in front, keeps hitters guessing.
That pitch buzzes the tower of Schumacher. 1 ball, no strikes. Power now just 4 outs away from taking a 1-0 series lead. The 1-0 to Schumacher, swing and a miss, make it 1-1. Boy, Santamaria is getting pretty much halfway in between second and third base on his extended leads. Stremiska not worried about him, just trying to get the batter. But also Santamaria not straight up taking third base.
Yeah, Stremiska doesn't really care about that lead. He's focused on getting this last out, but that is quite the dangerous lead. A back pick would have him.
1-1, that's a strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Stremiska 1 pitch away from 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. Looks into ball. Has a sign, comes set. Facing off, a 1-2 count to Dylan Schumacher. This one hits towards third. Anthony Andrew Jr. up with it. Throws across the diamond. And 2 scoreless for Stremiska. The Power lead 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Their last chance for more insurance. Power 3 outs away from taking a 1-0 series lead.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Gavin Williams on to pitch for the Bucs. Forgot to mention last inning, Owen Gott, who pinch hit earlier on, has been behind the plate the last inning and now this inning as well. And Gavin Williams, the right-hander from Waldorf University, on for the Bucs, trying to just keep it right where it is. They're down 8-1. It's going to be his job to keep it where it is and keep it as close as possible for his Bucs bats in the top of the ninth. Williams finished with his warm-up tosses, and he's got to face off with this potent top of the lineup for the Power, leading off with Cole Abrams, who's 2 for 4 with a couple of RBI, including that double that almost got out of here early on in the second inning.
Cole Abrams, exactly the guy you want up right now. Your 1-2-3 to start things off, and what I'm sure the Power are hoping are their last couple cuts of the night.
That one missed outside, so 1-0 to the Power leadoff hitter and shortstop. This one tapped up the middle. Maciel ranging over. He has it. Fires across the diamond. And one great defensive shortstop grounds out to another for the first out.
A shortstop to shortstop put out. And that'll bring up Jacob Mejia, the Power threat.
Jacob Mejia 2 for 3 today with a triple. He's also had an RBI single. He's had a walk. 3 runs scored. He's had a great day. A lot of power hitters have had a great day today. As you can tell by the 8-1 score and the 12 hits on the board. That one in the dirt, 1-0 to Mejia. Mejia's had a triple. So has Noah Blythe in the on-deck circle. 1-0 to Mejia. Fouls it straight back. One out, a 1-1 count for the Power left fielder. This one popped foul down into the third base grandstands, 1-2 now. One-two pitch from Williams. This one pops up into foul territory. Sliding attempt can't be made by Schumacher, so a foul ball. Good effort over there by the Bucs third baseman, but remains a 1-2 count. One-two pitch again. Breaking ball rings him up on the lower third. So 2 down now in the inning. So that'll bring up Noah Blythe. Blythe 3 for 4 today with a triple, a couple of RBI. Stolen base. First pitch, a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Looking for a rare feat of 4 hits today. Oh, 1 pitch in the dirt, it's 1-1. Two outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Power lead 8-1. Game 1 of the CPCL Championship Series. Williams kicks and deals the 1-1 pitch. That's up high. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
Releasing that one a little too early, not generating the break he wanted, shows that he really snapped the fingers coming over the top a little early on in the delivery. Needs to have that happen more out in front and over the top.
2-1 just missed outside. Blythe in the driver's seat. 3 balls, 1 strike here. See if he gets a cookie trying to get his 4th hit of the night. Manuel Dean on deck. 2 outs. 3-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Run it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Who will give in here, Gavin Williams or Noah Blythe? 3-2, payoff pitch. Ring him up on the outside corner. Williams gets out of it. 1-2-3. Power 3 outs away from taking game 1 in the championship series. We'll have that top of the 9th inning here with you when we come back on the Power Baseball Network.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
Zach Reynolds, Austin Stokes here with you on the Power Baseball Network, and it's coming right down to this. Last home game of the year, last broadcast of the year. We're ending the top of the 9th here. New pitcher on trying to close it out for the Power is Naun Haro out of Southern Nevada. He'll try to shut it down. Power lead 8-1, 3 outs away from a 1-0 series lead. In the CPCL Championship Series, it's a best of 3. If they win this one, then they are by far in the driver's seat for the series.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you're just not going to beat the Power twice in one day. Beating them once is hard enough. Beating them twice, that's a stretch.
First pitch misses to McSkelly, a 1-0 count. Haro, a southpaw, has some good velocity. Lefty-lefty matchup here with McSkelly. The 1-0 pitch. A tapper up the middle. Abrams in on it. Has it. Throws across the diamond. 1 down. Power 2 outs away.
Just 2 more good pitches could get them in a hot seat going into the next couple games tomorrow. I mean, even if you beat them once, you're going to have to face Julian Orozco, Kyle Mosley, Kenny Count Your Day Schechter.
This one flown into right field. That one will get down, but foul, 0-1. That was Parker Sabisiak, the center fielder. He's down 0-1 to Haro now. This is a great Power pitching staff, and Maddox was able to go 6, 2 from Stramiska. They still have a lot of great arms to throw tomorrow if needed. 0-1 from Haro. Just a bit up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. That's a strike on the lower third, 1 and 2.
Good way for him to get a punch out here. Just 1 out away if they can get this guy sat down.
1 out, top 9. 1-2 pitch. Ring him up on the inside corner. Strike 3, 2 down. Power 1 out away from a big-time win here on the last home game of the year. Trying to send these fans home happy and have a one-way ticket hopefully tomorrow to a championship.
Naun Haro making good work of this Bucs lineup. Just 1 good pitch could send us home. Let's see it.
Michael McQueen steps in. He swings and misses. 0-1. Haro looks in. 0-1 pitch to McQueen. This one fouled back. 0-2, 1 pitch away. Power lead 8-1. The offense worked early. 5 runs in the second inning. Great outing from Seth Maddox. Can they finish it off? Haro set. 0-2 to McQueen. That one's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haro has his sign from ball. 1-2 pitch. Inside. 2-2. Haro going to reset himself here. Takes a trip around the mound. Now will step back up on the rubber. Looks in for his sign. Has it from catcher Bryant Ball. 2-2 pitch. Ring him up. The Power win 8-1. And they have a 1-0 series lead in the CPCL Championship Series. What a way to end the last home game of the season.
Yeah, fantastic game here. We saw dominant outings from both sides. Great pitching, fantastic hitting. What a way to set yourself up well going into tomorrow. You only need to win one. If they can close it out, they will be champion.
Absolutely, and you mentioned it at the top of the inning. To win one game against the Power has been proven to be difficult. It only happened one time this season. 29-1 now on the year. To have to try to beat them twice in one day tomorrow seems almost impossible. Nothing is, but the Power will be in the driver's seat tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it. Gonna be a fun one. Let's see if they can close it out and bring it home. A tough row to hoe, but I think they can get it done. I know they can get it done. I know for a fact they'll be able to clinch game one. This is a Power team that is on fire. Let's see if they can get it done.
Power win 8-1. They take a 1-0 series lead. This has been the final broadcast of the year for us, and what a game to do it on. The Power offense and pitching worked great. For Bray Faust, for Sam Fetterman, for my partner here, Austin Stokes, we want to thank you for watching along with us all season long right here on the Power Baseball Network. One win away from the championship. Follow us on Twitter, the Power Baseball team on Twitter, to find out about tomorrow's games and if they can clinch it out. I've been Zach Reynolds. Thank you for your time this year. Power win 8-1. They're 29-1.